I can kind of talk you through it. Maybe take one of the headphones off. I'll talk you take the or just one side. I can talk you through it. So main goal of the game is trying to fill your bar before the other team and get control of the super cannon and blow up their base. You have a map here. We procedurally generated regions of space. So your red team, you're going out. Left stick moves, right stick aims, and then the triggers fire. So your top right trigger will fire a missile, and you press it again, it'll detonate it. Bottom right trigger, machine gun. And so we can grab AI units too. So you can grab those guys and they'll fly and fight with you. Basically, you're kind of just looking at this icon here to find the next base to go attack. You want to take all those sectors and those bases and send them to your team. That weapon is kind of marks and gives them offense down. So here's some other players connect. So yeah, that missile is definitely definitely your best bet because it's got that long range. If you're a fighter, you're a little weaker, you don't have that many hit points. So your team's their team's knocked out the middle here, so this is up for capture. So if you keep them out of the circle and keep your ships inside, you'll start capturing. So here comes a bigger guy for you to go. Yeah, as a fighter, you're fast, but again, not many hit points, so it's about dodging. Anytime you can switch between the others, you get to bring 3 ships into the match, so you can switch to those at any time. So that's kind of the overall goal, is you're trying to get more points. If you ever get all the sectors under control around their base, their shields go down, and you can also kill them that way directly. So even if you're really far behind, there's always a chance you can kind of come back. And then you can upgrade your bases by mining crystals and ore like that. You just blow it up with your weapons, and then pick up a little more crystals, and you can bring them back to the outposts, and then you can level them up. You just got actually a new level for your friendly capture. So if you press the pad,
we got it down. I haul them in here.
Get into one of your systems, machine gun, missiles, or just back out. You upgrade it, you get killed later. Oh no, you survived. Run away. You survived well. Okay. So yeah, now you have a little bit more strength. So every ship has a whole unique system, unique powers, and every one of them can be upgraded 4 times to unlock different, bonuses to them. So, like your missile, if you upgrade it, now splits into more missiles that seek targets. That guy's good. He's got these little swarmers. He's like a squid ship, so he's going to shoot these little swarmers and kind of eat your holes.
That's right. Sunday.
Yeah, so if you drop ore, so you can go in and get close to the base and bring up a little prompt, and you can press X, and then hold down X, and it'll just hold it down and transfer the ore from your ship. You only have a little ore, your little ship, but if you can fill it up, then you get new turrets on the bases, more defenses, and it's worth more for the ticket system. So usually you'll have some guys out fighting, some guys upgrading and keeping the bases safe, and kind of have that balance. And you can get ore out of the big
Just forget it. And if you play the game, you'll get a t-shirt. You don't even have to win. Just play.
So yeah, overall, every time we play, we usually generate a new region of space. So new layouts of asteroids, different types of bases, different backgrounds, different music. Also, on top of that, like events. So maybe you'll play on a map and suddenly comets will just start flying through the sector, just breaking open bases and destroying stuff. Or high-level AIs will kind of wander through and disrupt the game. So we basically kind of mix it up each time. It's never the same map, and we want you to you'll learn the meta of the game. So you'll know, oh, I know how to take over that type of base, or you know my ship is good against these ships. But it's always an adventure. Yeah, all you have to do is knock out a base and take out the center. Usually you want to take out as many just give yourself some safe drones. And then you just are targeting that center with that guy over there. So now, you being the center. As a scout, you're small, but you capture way faster. So that bar is only going up that fast because you're there. If there was no scouts there, it'd be going up a lot slower. So you need to mix the heavier classes with the small classes. Also, your particular abilities help out. So yeah, you guys are pretty good. You captured a couple outposts. They've only got a few, but they've been captured the one you do, and it's blinking out sometimes your cat. It's just straight up the same. You go to penetrate, you go to attack their base. This will always show the closest thing you can attack. We have voiced out, obviously. We have little shortcuts. You can drop waypoints for people to kind of say, like, attack here, or, repair the space, or whatever as well. So, there's some cloaked units around here, so if somebody's laid down a cloak and feel behind their units. Watch out.
And you'll get a free shirt. And then it's
just on the tip of my tongue.
Wait,
John.
Yeah, so he's cloaked somewhere in there. So he's got, yeah, that little probe, you found it, basically. So one of that guy's abilities is he can drop a little field that enemies can cloak. So he can drop that on the base and hide where the turrets are. Another ship, this ship here, can drop probes and turrets and mines, so you can kind of make a little base with that as well. Probably stand in front of the but again, the idea is we let you switch at any time. But every point you earn for on the other ship, you instantly have those points on this ship, so you can instantly go in and upgrade that ship. This guy's got a beam, yeah. Bottom left trigger drops mines, and they're seek out, so you just keep dropping your bottom left trigger. But somebody's going to hit those mines once they go.
Hey, Jax, can you put this somewhere safe on?
You can kind of protect the base. You can also drop turrets, or you can drop a new base that people can spawn at with this guy. So you could fly behind their enemy lines and kind of make a new base. But yeah, anytime you can spend those upgrade points and kind of level them. So yeah, somewhere in here. But if you drop mines, somebody's going to run into them. That's the good thing about this guy. So that's a little, that's going to form a turret here. So now you got a little mini turret helping protect the base. Probably going to take out that guy. Yeah. And again, bottom left trigger drops those mines for you. They're going to run into them, so it'll seek them very slowly, but it's a hologram for just a second so they can get more important. Oh, nice. And if you upgrade your beam when you have a chance, you'll add a burn effect, so even once you stop shooting at them, they'll keep burning, and it keeps their shields down as well. This guy's pretty good. He's played before a couple times. Yeah, again, you're still blocking them from getting tickets for this base by just being in the presence here. Nice, see those mines and do really good. And then once you've captured this base, you can, this particular guy, if you lay, I think it's top right trigger. So you guys, red team just won. Yeah, you guys got enough tickets to win. You had domination. So your ticket bar got in. You got control of that super weapon and destroyed their base. But again, at any time they could have taken out the sectors around your base and kind of. So that's the main mode. We have a couple other things that we can go over now that you kind of got us. That's our conquest main mode. So at the end of the match, you get rated on different categories of what you did, and you get treasure rolls for each one of those categories. So kills and assists, tactical actions are like cool things you did, like if you dominated an enemy, or if you killed an enemy when you had a full cargo container, just cool little things that we give a bonus for. Upgrading, so you can get treasure just for upgrading. If you're not good at killing or assisting players, you can just upgrade them and kill AI units and discover secrets. And then the match bonus is just how long you were alive and whether you won or not. So for each one of those, you get a roll. It could be a pilot portrait, so you need pilot portrait, skins for your ships, but also here you got a component, which is kind of like a recipe piece that you can use to permanently upgrade your ships outside of the match to get just a little bonus, basically, so you can collect those. And if you use tab, you can kind of see, these are the tactical actions, kind of little things you can do, where it tells you what. You'll see which ones you guys captured a base, killed enemies near bases. Yeah, and so we have that, leaderboards, that type of stuff. In addition to that mode, though, we also have a mode called Escape Run. So the idea on this, it's kind of like Battlestar Galactica. You found this ancient capital ship in the waste and you brought it back online, and you're trying to use it to escape the prison space they're in.
Do we have a demo of that here today?
We're not showing it today. You can see a we can you'll have a we can send you a video in the press pack, but we're going to be running it on the live service here shortly. So what you do is you find that mode, you get 4 of your friends, and you basically fly an escort for the ship. So it warps into a new region of space, to a new hazards, maybe comet storms or AIs, and you have to wait 5 minutes for your drive to warm up again. And so you're basically defending the ship. But what you're normally jumping into is you're jumping into live player matches, like you were just playing with red versus blue. Dynamically, a new team, a yellow team, can jump in with this capital ship just in the middle of the conflict. And basically it's a treasure ship. Both teams kind of want to do damage to it, because if they do damage to it, they get really rare rewards. So the yellow team has to survive for 5 minutes in the middle of one of these matches that they just warped into. And they don't know where they're going next, so they could warp into a match, or an AI sector, or a comet storm. It's kind of like FTL, you don't know what you're going to get. But instead of just single player, you're warping into these matches. So they can choose, they don't even have to, they can choose to keep playing the match, they can ignore the capital ship and not do anything to it. They're incentivized to attack it with the treasure, but sometimes you can exploit one team that's going to attack the ship and and the other team's like, well, we can go steal their bases back now. So there's kind of that conflict of which one are you going to do and where are you going to send your ships. So yeah, we're generating some new maps. We kind of show you ahead of time the layout. We also show you this map's chosen. There'll be some comments that will apply to the period. So if you actually let's vote for that. We'll see somebody else do it. But we show you the big events because they really do change the match a lot. So we warn you about them and you can vote where you want to. So this map will have fire, nebulas, and then areas of space that kind of burn your ship. This will have comments flying through periodically to kind of.
So the map is always changing.
Every time it's different. So every sector we pre-build the sector so we know the layout's good and interesting, but we randomize what base is inside. We randomize what kind of nebulas, what kind of asteroids, and then we put those together in different. And we rotate them and snap them on in different directions. So you might recognize some pieces that you've seen before, but now the nebula inside of it has changed. So whereas before it was like a cloaking nebula that was helpful to you, now it's a poison nebula, and so it blocks off the path that you were using before. So even when you've known a layout, we switch it up with randomization. We substitute inside of it. But again, you'll learn the meta of the game. That's what you're going to bring into a match, and then you're going to explore and kind of see those pieces again and kind of adapt to the situation.
Oftentimes, you guys are
So they're going to start up here shortly.
at the bottom of the screen.
And again, if you go over here, you can kind of click on one of the ships. You can see, press X. Oh well, sorry. You can see all the different ships, and you can select from it. We also have a hangar that shows the big 3D models of them, and you can see every system. And we let you play in a free play area if you want to kind of just test the ships before you play. In addition to it. So yeah, anytime you see ships like this, if you press right on the D-pad when you're near them, you'll grab them and they'll fly with you. So press right on the D-pad. And now they're in your squad. They go green and they'll follow you and protect you. Every base has a set of those ships, and as you upgrade the base, those ships get better too. So you can carry basically better weapons with you if your team upgrades their bases. So it's not just about protecting your spot, it's about getting new weapons to fly with you. So if I want to take out the AI first, and your AI ships will fly here shortly. This base is good against your AI ships that fires really big missiles. So again, we have a lot of different types of bases. Each one you kind of have to watch out for. This one fires really powerful missiles. But you flip the inside, as long as you get rid of the yellow units inside, now you can capture it. Yeah. So again, because you're scouts, you're capturing a lot faster. That's why you want to mix up. If you guys were higher level classes, it'd be going to tick real slow. And for doing that, you already learned a level, so you can spin that. So yeah, each tower has a different set of upgrades, changes kind of the feel of it, and you only have a limited number of points, so each player is going to play that ship very differently. Maybe they put their points here and play a more support role version of the same combat ship that you're playing.
Have you even seen here?
The mouse was not working for me before I bring out the keyboard. Yeah, Jason, the keyboard. Yeah, so in this one it's a little bit tighter of a layout, a little more maze-like, and this is a different type of base. So on this base it's protected until you take out the little nodes. Yeah, there's a trap, so we also have traps in the area as well. So that means this same base played in another area with more room to navigate around it is a little bit easier to take out. But now in this particular layout with the fire and the traps, it's a completely different experience. So yeah, looks like you can scan your map. The red guys are here. You're at this base. So go southwest. So we also mirror the theme. So the map, even though it's procedurally generated, we make sure it's even for both sides. So if there's a base on one side for red, there's an equal base on the left side of blue. And then shared center places are randomized. Watch out for that trap. Yeah. You'll see it's very subtle, but there's an energy pod that kind of builds up before it's about to blast. So, and you can also hear an audio once you're playing. So yeah, now if you switch over to kind of a bigger frigate here, if you launch this guy.
What's the frigate?
Yeah, press X a lot. So this guy, if you do bottom right trigger, a really powerful cannon. And those shots will seek if they get real close to something, they'll snap over and attack. Your bottom left trigger is if you hold it, it's a beam that kind of holds people in place. This is the purple beam. It'll pin people and slow them, so you can kind of catch them and shoot them. That orange field you have powers up your friendly ships around you. And the top left trigger will drop drone units that'll fly with you. So if you just tap it, they'll just come out and follow you. But you can also hold it and kind of aim a cursor. Yeah, there's that. You can aim a cursor and they'll follow with you, and you can say what you want them to attack. So basically, he generates these units. So this is our kind of engineer class. Yeah, I can fly to the northwest.
passion.
Either way.
And again, you have a point because you're already upgraded. That'll give you more speed and more armor.
Nicely
Yeah,
done.
so this guy falls when you make a launch. So yeah, it's
Red 4, you also have another weapon upgrade.
So if you drop, if you fly up to the space and drop your drone units out, they'll start attacking stuff for you, including that guy right there. Again, you can aim them towards specific targets if you want to, but they'll kind of attack things, or if something attacks you, they'll preference you. So now, if you can take out these little globes that are spinning around, take out this last globe, the shield's going to go down. Yeah, so now it's disabled. There's a pulse shock wave of EMP. And now you can take the city. You probably want to clear the blue guys. Nice shot. Clear the blue guys out first, and then you guys can take that base. Yeah, one more shot in. So that trail, it's kind of like a Tron trail. You don't want to cross it. It'll stick you, slow you down, and do a lot of damage to your ship. So it took out a lot of your health. So he's going to try and paint that and trap you inside that trail. Nice. So he dropped a bunch of ore. If you can take over this base, maybe drop your AI units.
All right, there we go.
And now
I love it, Red Team. I love the teamwork.
When you blast that out, it'll take the shit down. Yeah, and now you're powering up your drones and making them more powerful with that orange field. So yeah,
If you run it alone, it's pretty tough. All right, Red Team, you have an upgrade.
Yeah, okay, so now get in there, and you also have this ore. So right when you flip the space, you'll be able to dump that ore in and start upgrading it. You guys have plenty of ore. Green guy is healing you there, so he's a support unit.
Healing. You guys healing each other. I love it.
Yeah, and he's also dropped up outposts so you guys can spawn at.
All right,
and
you
also
guys
has
are just taking
another field. So you hold that, transfer that out. There you go. And you can go pick up the rest of it and get it. So 200 will get you more defense. You guys got a nice lockdown, and you've earned yourself multiple points for doing all this, so you can upgrade it. Yeah, this base is going to be hard for them to take. So they're pushing pretty hard though. Yeah, definitely drop those drone units on him. Watch out for this guy dropping mine. Yeah, you're safe inside that bubble too. So the benefit of this base is it has this bubble inside of it, so you can kind of shoot out. What have you done? It doesn't have as many weapons as yours. Yeah, better drones. Yeah, there you go. So now they do more damage. Their lifetime's a little better.
Red 4, you got another upgrade.
So yeah, next base is this way. You go north and take their blue base. Looks like we're northeast. Watch out for that trap. But you might get, we definitely wanted to be a little bit surprised, but we might have to make it a little bit more noticeable.
There you go, Red 3. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a big fight going on here. Looks like you're seeing flashing. That means someone's taking damage, so we kind of alert you to that. And also your team can drop waypoints, but this will always tell you somewhere to go that's useful. We wanted to make it. And you're getting basically the last hit. So you guys are ahead by a good amount. You've had the more red bases for a while.
Red 3
but they're fighting over this base to try and even it up. There's still plenty of time to even it up.
Yes, you want to be the one that does that. Yes, because then you'll get one of those awesome shirts.
Hang in there.
And I'll give you a lollipop just for being smart.
So yeah, they're capping over here already, so they're definitely stop them.
Yes,
Steel for stopping that.
We got a little ahead of ourselves.
That base is healing them, so you might want to take that out first. Or your path back. Yeah. Those units upgrade. Yeah, you got everybody in the team. Yeah, they dropped the turret, so they're really defending this one. They're probably going to take it, but you guys are stalling them, so they're not earning tickets for it yet. So even if you just stall them for just a little amount of time, you're still way ahead. And again, you can grab these units when you fly out, right on the D-pad.
D-pad?
Yeah, there you go. So now they're flying with you and protecting them. So this is going to be a big important force because again, you can use that overdrive field, that orange field, to power up all these units around you, and they're going to do more damage. And yeah, your team's still blocking and still fighting there, so you're holding that down.
Red 4, you got another upgrade when you have a moment.
So that's kind of what you're doing. Now, you might also send a scout unit to the back. You capture their base while they're fighting over that. You scout behind them, or you use a cloaking ship and you kind of stealth in. But you guys are blocking them. And yeah, they're taking it now. So this is where you can kind of see. You kind of need a scout here because it's going really slow. That's what the scout is going to help you do. So the small, you guys have big ships. You're able to take it over, but without the scout, you got to sit here on this base for a lot longer than you were when you were playing a scout. So that's the balance. The medium-class ships can collect more ore, so they can upgrade better, and these guys are just good at combat. So each class, in addition to each specific ship has its own bonuses. So yeah,
Oh, they're trying to recap us, but we're like...
Yeah, so they've taken the opportunity where you're doing really slow to capture your southeast base, and they're capturing it a lot faster than you.
Boom!
And now you've established
All right, you guys
you've done that
upgrade there. Red 4, you got a weapon
For doing
upgrade.
that, you're in another point. So yeah, each game you're going to level up the ships again. It's kind of like League of Legends, you're cycling the level up points. But next time, if you're established more, you might take a different set of powers for the same ship.
Yeah. If you guys can just hold out for about another minute, we're going to wind up winning this match. Defend your bases.
When you guys just took, they're back at that one.
Yeah, you guys can seal the deal here in 60 seconds. So if you capture this last outpost, you could actually push their base directly. Go northwest instead, and you can probably take it out by yourself solo because you've got AI units with you.
Yes, Red Team. They're not going to
You're going to have not that much time left, but you can make
Victory is imminent, Red Team. Victory is imminent.
Yeah, you guys are going to dominate.
Can I?
You're right.
Yeah, so this base is totally exposed. So even as a slow ship, they're going to see you approach, and if they have fighters, they can kind of respond to that. But it looks like they're doing a lot of fighting around here, so you're going to basically, you can take the AI units out here. Oh, somebody actually did see you and spawn over. So he's ignoring you, so you can probably try and take the base while he flies off.
We're gonna take it with
You're in the victory. You guys
Yeah, let your AI units fight those guys when you go up. You can probably take it.
Red Team, you did
You
awesome.
don't have to
We're
attack
gonna get closer
the same turret, but it's got 5 big missiles.
We also have a social media
Yeah, new team won. Yeah, so you can back capture there while they're all distracted. So that's the, you don't get as many rewards for winning that way, but it's a totally it's basically the main way you're going to win. You're going to win by directly destroying their base, you'll get a little bit better rewards. So that's it. So that secondary mode, though, the capital ship could just have warped in there, basically. We make sure it doesn't do it at the start of the game, but we somewhere in, middle, late, it'll warp in and give you that kind of a completely different feel on it. Or if you had comet storms or AI pirates, same exact map could have been very different based off just different events or different layouts. It's kind of the end. And even we have an upgrade system, leaderboard, squad.
Thank you. And now, if you guys want to
that's the overview of the game.
Get out of
We don't have great reception, so I didn't see this. Nice job.
Thank you.
I like your energy.
I was lost.